you are more than likely going to be bombarded with Call of Duty World War II content the next day, day and a half, 2 days, maybe like a week or so. But with everything coming out right now, there's going to be a lot of breakdowns and different guides that I'm gonna be doing here up on the channel. But I wanted to take a little quick break from doing all that kind of stuff and give you guys something that I haven't seen anybody really talk about too much just yet. I did in fact get to play Call of Duty World War II early at E3, got to capture the footage you're seeing now in the background there at that event, and a huge thank you to Activision and Sledgehammer for the invite out, allowing me to come and capture this, and a huge thank you to you guys for making this even at all remotely possible. But I wanted to talk to you guys about one thing that I noticed in the brand new War game mode, that being the fact that War is going to essentially try and change the entire way that you play Call of Duty. And this isn't anything that is any way bad or anything like that, but honestly I think a really good feature to implement. That feature being the fact that there is no counter for deaths in War. Now, of course, that probably will end up still counting towards your kill-death ratio, but it is something that was strategically left out from the leaderboards if you end up bringing the leaderboards up in-game or at the end of the game as well. It'll show your score, your kills, your defends, your builds and demolitions, as well as the different points, how long it took to capture or not capture them in a sense as well within War. Now, of course, this is something for, depending on what kind of playstyle you usually play, is either a big deal or not a big deal at all. Personally, I'm not bothered by this in any way, shape, or form. I like to play the objective. I like to try and go for that win. So if it does take a decent amount of deaths to do so, well, I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing. I'd, of course, love to still be able to do well, but I won't necessarily be bothered by the fact that I can't see the amount of deaths that I have thus far. But the reasoning for this, in fact, whether you like this or not, was actually something that I talked about a little bit with Michael Condrey specifically last night, in which he said that War was one of those things that they wanted to redefine with Call of Duty. They wanted to make something in World War II that was unlike anything else in the Call of Duty experience thus far, because whether you play in a party or solo, you pretty much only care for yourself, and that's rightfully so. It's something that your stats are the only ones that really matter to you. There's bragging rights on the line, whatever it may be, and so therefore, even if you're playing the objective or with a group, a lot of the times you're still going to be trying to go for that high kill gameplay, that high kill aesthetic, and really only care about your personal stats. So with War, they wanted to really push that objective-based mode, that team building mode, and kind of in a sense change up that mentality of it's all about me, to kind of just essentially more so not forcibly pushing the objective, but making it a lot easier to obtain, making it something that the mindset immediately goes to, what can I do to help win this game, rather than say having to track your stats every second of the game. Now, will this stick in there until launch, and then after launch into the next year and a half or so that World War II will be in the main focus of the Call of Duty world? I don't know. That's something that I guess we'll see in time if that ends up happening, but for the time being, in this perhaps alpha gameplay, this little demo that was teased off and playable at E3, there was no death counter in the War game mode, which once again, for all intents and purposes, what Condrey ended up talking to me about was, this is exactly how you do it. This is how you take away that one thing that really kind of makes people focus on themselves more so than the objective. Take that away kind of, and then you have a new outlook and approach to the game itself. And for this being only specifically in War, I wouldn't worry too much about this changing Call of Duty World War II drastically overall for everybody or anything like that. I think it's just a nifty little shift of what is relevant on that scoreboard to maybe ideally change the mentality of players and encourage a little bit more of a different play style if you don't necessarily play for that objective and for that win. I definitely think that War is an absolutely awesome game mode, and it's something that I cannot wait to get more hands-on experience with once the beta comes, but it is definitely that hardcore objective mode that you really need to all work together. So being able to do this, changing it up a little bit, I think it's definitely a change for the better. So that said, I want to let you guys know about it because once again, I haven't seen anybody touch on this just yet. Perhaps I'm wrong, maybe I missed something, but I want to let you guys know about it and give you guys a little bit of an update here with this, because War is not only a brand new mode, but something that I think has a ton of potential, and I wanted to see your feedback here on this and get your thoughts, pick your brain a little bit for this kind of change that ultimately is just for the sole purpose of trying to encourage a little bit more objective play, maybe changing up a little bit of your gameplay. Love to hear your thoughts though down there in the comment section down below. Like it, love it, whatever it may be, feel free to drop it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. We are going to be killing it the next couple of days and weeks with World World War II content. I am super stoked still about everything here. And once again, a huge shout out to Activision and Sledgehammer for the absolute amazing hospitality and invite out to get this footage for you guys. And last but certainly not least, thank you guys for the absolutely continued support, because without any of your support, none of this would be at all even remotely possible. So thank you guys so much for everything and all the continued support. It truly means the world to me. And if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter to stay up to date, make sure you guys follow me over there. That link is down there in the description below. But thank you dudes so much for watching. I'll bring you guys all that I can here with World War II. Stick it right here up on the channel. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Mine has been Nikolai Espresso. Take care and peace.